I'm displaying here the replay for you in slow motion. Look at my health and how it goes from 422,000 HP to like nothing in a single shot. What's up, friends? This is Manni, and imagine you're playing a really good round, you push the enemy back into their base, and this happens. 1 second, you're dead. Ladies and gents, let me show you how this looks like from the other perspective, with the Shenlous and the new Kirin and whatever the other weapon is called, Mogwan. Yeah, that's right. So this, my friends, is going to be an absolute nightmare going forward. These weapons will be very powerful when you get close. And this paired with a Shenlous, for example, or also the Samjok, which I've made another video about. Look what I'm just doing. I'm completely bullying the enemy team. Deleting anything in 2 seconds, leaving 0 people, 0 chance to react. Well, everybody, 0 chance to react, and then I just teleport back in safety. This is going to be a problem, although I guess this weird hit across through the wall with the shock train has also been a bit of a problem. Let me give you a bit of a montage of moments where I used this setup just a few times to show you what this looks like. By the way, this Bagliore, great job, bro. He teleported back to his base as soon as I teleported to him. So that was a well-prepared safety jump, but I still got him, and I'm jumping after them into their base and killing another guy. There are a bunch of Bagliores around. This is crazy, okay? I'm really afraid of this setup, I've got to say, and the point of this video is to warn you, my friends, for when these weapons are added to the game. The Shenlous is already really annoying, but right now with Screamer and Howler or whatever, for example, it's at least you need a few more seconds to do all this damage. These weapons literally one-tap you when they appear next to you. And yeah, the only defense you have is here, like on the test server, for example, the Samjok can activate his ability and become invincible, you know? So while on the test server right here, it looks like it's not gonna be so problematic, because the enemy are all running ultimate weapons, ultimate robots, and they all have the same weapon as well, you know? So they can all just do that to me too. And so it doesn't look like it's so problematic, but imagine the regular life server, where you have regular robots walking around. Not some jocks that all become invincible and also one-hit kill you with the same weapons. Can you imagine what this would look like on the live server and how it would screw up the gameplay for everyone on it, you know? And I guess I'm also kind of making this video to tell Pixonic to be careful with this weapon and consider all angles. The weapon might perform well or okay when you're standing at medium range and you're doing somehow really high amounts of damage with this weird splash damage that the weapon has, but maybe it's okay in that regard. But please do not forget, there are robots like Scorpions and Shenlous that just teleport next to you, or the Samjok robot that can just cross the entire map in invincibility and simply materialize next to you and just destroy you in an instant. What are you gonna do about it, Pixonic? Does not every weapon need to have some way of countering it and fighting back? Which I guess is something that we're lacking in War Robots very often. Here, I'm playing skillful. I threw over this teleport beacon in advance. I knew the Condor will try and come towards me, and I just teleported back. So I played it well. Maybe that's why I deserve to be successful in this moment here and make some good kills with the Bagliore, you know? Maybe I earned it. But I don't think you can say the same for the first kills I've done with the Shenlous. Did I really earn those kills just pressing a button, materializing behind the enemy and one-tapping everybody? I don't think so, you know? And the same will happen with the Samjok robot, and yeah, and although honestly War Robots isn't that important to me anymore how it used to be, I am now making all sorts of robot mech gameplay here on the channel. Yeah, I still feel like, maybe you should worry about this as well, Pixonic. Maybe you should care about it and also perhaps make some considerations for the future when it comes to this sort of weapon. There have always been weapons that do tremendous amounts of damage, especially shotgun type weapons at short range, but they have always also become a massive problem when you had the when it was so easy to get close with them. Back in the days, it was the Ravana, for example, that could always get close to you, but at least he had to use his abilities then, and you could see him coming. But what about the stealth teleportation robots that come behind you with shields and whatever? You don't see them coming, they're just there and you're just dead. And every type of content needs to be balanced with respect to these teleporting robots as well, you know? Because otherwise you're creating something that is just gonna be an absolute nightmare to deal with on the live server, you know? And here on the test server, I don't mind. It's on the test server. It can suck as bad as it wants because this is what its testing is for. But when it comes to the live server, it should be fair, it should be fine. Well, ideally. But I guess we're talking war robots, so we're never gonna get it perfect. But it could definitely be better than the worst thing you could ever imagine. And yeah. Also, again, I've made a video, I've asked this recently, and I haven't yet read any comments on this. But it seems like the Titan can now dash way further than it used to be here. But I'm very annoying here. There is the enemy Meta Mauler, and I'm able to really hurt him. And annoy him here, because I'm staying at range, and he can't hit me with his shotguns at that range. And although, of course, he's 90% of the time invincible, because also here Pixonic thought it was a good idea to give that to a Titan that is almost impossible to kill anyways, making it invincible all the time is, yeah, this thing, it applies to this Titan. But at least I can prevent him from getting close to me, and I can annoy him with my homing bullets around the corner, which is, at that point, just being two beta weapons, not really the massive firepower that this Titan has. It is just an annoying aspect, right? It is just like a psychological component. You get hit constantly by something and you wanna stop that. So that's why I have these two outer weapons on it. Not because they do a lot of damage, but because they annoy you so much. And the 3 Alpha Vindicator on top, they do the real damage, right? And being very mobile, I was able to have a good match with this a bit of an older setup that I built together here. But yeah, what is that? Dux robot? I'm not sure, it's already gone. So we're running Ultimate Griffin with Ultimate Pulsar. Already made a video on that topic where I also talked to you guys about Ultimate in general. Also because I had something on my mind that I wanted to speak out on this great chance that Ultimate would have been if Pixonic had taken a slightly different approach to it. That could have been a really positive thing for the game. But watch the video if you want to know what I'm talking about. It's called Let's Talk About Ultimate, or something like this. And this is just the second part of this match, or what you've seen in the intro, where I got killed so easily by the other Shenlous, right? I'm doing a decent job so far, I'm staying further away, and I'm using the longer range of the Pulsar to my advantage, dodging all incoming fire, maintaining my health to the point where I'm not taking any unnecessary damage, so I'm nice and full health later when I want to push the base, you know? I'm preparing everything for a decent match later, and jumping forward, even killing the Condor as it lands, dodging all the rockets, and so on. And so far doing a great job at maintaining my health, and now the enemy just presses one button, teleports behind me, and my unbelievable 422,000 health are literally destroyed in 1 second. I'm displaying here the replay for you in slow motion. Look at my health and how it goes from 422,000 HP to like nothing in a single shot. 400,000 damage is the damage this player was allowed per a single button press from behind me. Is that really the damage you want to give it, Pixonic? Think about it. Manni signing off. Bye-bye.